My ampullary cancer, stage 4, was diagnosed in February 2013. I have Lynch syndrome, so I knew I was likely to get cancer, but they didn't catch this for 2 years, even with testing. When I was diagnosed, I was put into chemotherapy for a year, and various different kinds didn't work. It was dire. I was given 6 months at best. I was fortunate enough to get into a clinical trial. Immunotherapy saved my life. It worked so well that I was essentially cured within months. I took the drug for 2 years because it was an insurance policy. I had no side effects. I am so grateful for the Immunotherapy for Cancer Research Institute for having supported this over the years and for all the work that they continue to do. Thank you. My family thanks you. My 3 daughters who have Lynch as well are lucky because we know there is a solution, and it's immunotherapy.
Hello, my name is Omari Oswald Peterson, and I know we're going to hear a lot of stories about how cancer almost took away many of our lives. But today I'll be telling you one, how basically cancer saved my life and gave me a reason to live. On the morning of January 1st, 2017, I woke up with a debilitating pain in my back. I could barely walk across the floor, and even just breathing became very difficult. I was immediately taken through the emergency room, ran tests on, and admitted into Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. The diagnosis had come back that it was cancer, and the cancer had metastasized throughout my whole body. It was in my lymph nodes. It had settled in my spine. I had cancerous nodules in my chest, blood clots in my back. My left lung was basically one big tumor and was filling with fluid, as was my heart. So after dealing with my mother, who had passed away from ovarian cancer 2 years prior, I knew that my situation wasn't great. I instantly thought that I'd be going through a round of chemotherapy or radiation. I was wrong. One day a doctor walked in my room and said something I had never heard before: immunotherapy. And from that point on, everything changed. You see, the doctors at Columbia Presbyterian with Cancer Research Institute were now using a new form of therapy called immunotherapy. And that immunotherapy saved my life. Within 1 month, I was able to go from hardly being able to walking across the floor to being able to doing the elliptical and the treadmill for over an hour. I had gained back the 40 pounds I had lost while in the hospital, and I was feeling more myself. Today, I have my immunotherapy once every 10 weeks, and I continue moving on with my life. I would not be here today if it wasn't for the incredible work done by the doctors at Columbia Presbyterian, and most importantly, the outstanding work done by Cancer Research Institute.
So this morning, I was looking through my social media memories, and I came across a post that I'd shared in 2017 that said that my chemotherapy regimen was no longer working, and my doctor was going to put me on an immunotherapy regimen. I didn't know precisely what that meant. But what I found out later on is that it was going to absolutely change my life, and for the better. You see, I had been diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2012 at the age of 39 years old. And when I heard those words, "you have cancer," the very first thing I heard in my head was, "you're a dead man, you're just gonna die." And at 39 years old, I wasn't ready to die. I wasn't ready to have half of my life over at that moment. So I dealt with the chemotherapy, the radiation, the surgery, all the recovery along the way. And for 3 months during that time, I laid in bed, almost unable to get up and do anything. And all I did was lay there and think about what I was going to do with my life, when and if I could ever get out of that bed. So in 2017, when I started my immunotherapy routine, my life changed in the best ways. My dreams came true. I was able to achieve everything I ever wanted to, because it provided me with my life back. And I will never be able to say thank you enough to the people of CRI, the ImmunoAdvocates, everybody, scientists, everybody who was involved with CRI and immunotherapy, because it absolutely works and it gave me my life back, and I am incredibly thankful.